All right, good morning, everybody. You need 2 blocks of blanket and a strap today. And I have the blanket just sort of um, like a light padding because we're gonna do child's pose and a couple things on the knees. So I would like a little bit of soft padding for my knees. And once you get organized, we'll start in child's pose. And child's pose, setting of your choice. So you can go wide or narrow, you can go arms overhead or arms behind or down by your sides. We won't be here for an epically long period of time, but organize so that you can be more or less still and comfortable for a few minutes as we get going. Once you get settled, if you can go right into your breath. And rather than trying to organize the breath in a particular way or doing anything fancy with the breath, I want you to just feel the breath. So feel your body expanding with inhales and feel your body contracting with exhales. One more minute here. After your next exhale, come up to your hands and your knees and line up your shoulders right over your wrists and your knees a little bit behind your hips. Draw your belly back and really straighten your arms, so push the mat away. You want to keep your arms straight here. Some of you have been doing these with me multiple times this week, so shoulder blade circles. You want to try to just move your shoulder blades. Of course, we're entirely connected, so it's not possible to not move in other places, but you want to control the movement as much as you can so that it's in the shoulder blades largely. So slide your shoulder blades up towards your ears, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you, so your chest will move closer to the floor. And then slide your shoulder blades down your back. You're going to put them into your back pockets, and then push the mat away and spread them apart. Let's go that direction 2 more times. So shrug up towards your ears, squeeze together behind you, slide down your back, push away, spread apart. Slide up, pull together behind you, slide down, push away, Then we reverse. Squeeze together behind you. Slide up towards your ears. Push away. Slide down your back. Squeeze together behind you. Slide up towards your ears. Push away. Slide down your back. Last one. Squeeze together behind. Slide up. Push away. Slide down. And then we're going to come into the Anahatasana. So you're going to keep your hips over your knees. Walk your arms out in front of you. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so that I can grab the top sides of my mat with my hands. With your thigh bones on the vertical, pull your mat forward and bring your chest towards the floor. And I'm like, can I get my chest to come down before my head? So that it's emphasis on chest opening more so than just kind of keeping the spine in one line. If you didn't quite hit with the chest first and you want to explore that action when you're already down, look forward. Squeeze the muscles of your upper back, bring your chest closer to the floor, and then release your forehead to the mat. Look forward, and then you're just going to kind of slide yourself forward onto your belly. And we'll come into the Sphinx pose. Rest your elbows right under your shoulders. Lift your chest. We've got one more person joining. Hi, Courtney. We're in Sphinx pose. So push elbows down. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest. For a little more power, you can press your pelvis down and the tops of your feet down so you get your legs involved. All right, release down. Stack your hands, rest your head on the backs of your hands. And thigh stretch on the right. Bend your right knee, reach back for your right foot or ankle, pull your right heel in. Change to the other side, bend your left knee, rest your head on your right hand, pull the left heel in. All right, release the left foot down, slide your hands under your shoulders, rest your forehead on the mat. Like shoulder blade circles, loop your shoulders up towards your ears, then squeeze them together behind you and then slide them down into your back pockets. Press your feet down, pelvis down, come up, head, chin, chest, Bhujangasana. Roll your shoulders back, squeeze the muscles of your back, float your hands up. And release, rest your forehead on the mat. Curl your toes under. With your knees down on the floor, press yourself up into knees down plank. Lift your knees up plank. Press yourself back, downward facing dog. We are going to do some knees down work today. So if you want to leave your blanket down there, you can. If you wanted to fold it up into a fold that takes up a little less space, you can. So warm up your dog. When you're ready to hold steady in your dog, separate your feet as wide as your mat. Get a good grip with your hands. Push your hands down and forward and lift your heels up high. With your heels up high, push your hands down and forward again. Get your sitting bones up high. Then keep your sitting bones up high, put a little bend in your knees, and do a Kapotasana here. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Then it's like, okay, can I keep that chest opening and the hips up and the push of the arms and press the thighs back and reach the heels down. Stretch your calves, firm up your legs. And now scoop your belly way back and up. Keep the power of your legs, look forward, shift forward, wide plank. Bring your shoulders right over your wrists. Push the mat away, tip your pelvis toward your face, pull your navel towards your spine. Squeeze your knees tight, soften your face and jaw. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, shift back, wide dog. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Turn your toes out 45 degrees, bend your knees, come into a deep, wide squat malasana. Press your elbows into your knees, squeeze your knees into your elbows. Lift your chest. Now take a straight right arm in front of your right shin, right hand to the floor if you can. Stretch your left arm up and twist your malasana. Change to the other side, come through the middle, and then left arm down, right arm up, turn to the right. All right, come back to the middle, touch down, straighten your legs, pop your toes forward, and just take a couple breaths, fold forward in your Uttanasana, wide-legged. And then look forward, walk your hands out, downward facing dog. Step your feet in so that they're more like hip distance apart. Push your hands down and forward, lift your heels up high. Lift your sitting bones up higher, push the mat away. Bend your knees, bring your chest closer to your thighs, so same actions we did in the wide-legged. Keep your chest closer to your thighs, press your thigh bones back, reach your heels down, and firm up your legs. Inhale, forward plank pose, Adho Mukha Dandasana. You can always drop down to your knees if you need to. Push the mat away. Pelvis toward the face, navel toward the spine. Soft eyes straight ahead. One more inhale. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees, come into a squat with your knees hip distance apart. Rest your belly on your thighs. Now, you can keep your hands on the floor if you need to for balance, or wrap your arms around the fronts of your shins, grab opposite elbows, forearms, wrists, and curl your head in towards your knees. Touch your hands down, straighten your legs, couple breaths, Uttanasana. Drop the back of your head. And then look forward, walk your hands out, downward facing dog. All right, take some Slow, steady breaths in your dog to reset. On your next inhale, come forward to the plank pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Shift forward to your tiptoes. Drop your knees straight down, and then take 5 whole seconds to hug your elbows and then lower to your belly in a slow chaturanga. Once you're down, untap your toes. Press the tops of your feet down. Loop your shoulders up, back, and down, and come up into a little cobra. Little cobra becomes a bigger cobra. Push the mat away. Keep your shoulders back and your chest up. Come down, curl your toes under, keep your knees down. Push up, knees down, plank. Lift your knees up, plank. Shift back, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. It's Vinyasa, by the way. Let's Vinyasa. Inhale forward, plank pose. Shift to your tiptoes. Lower your knees down. Take a 5-second lower to your belly. Untuck toes, loop shoulders up, back, and down. Little cobra first. Big cobra next. Come down. Curl the toes under. Press up, knees down, plank. Lift your knees up, plank. Press back, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 full breaths in the dog. Bottom of your third exhale, inhale your right leg straight back and up, 3-legged dog. Look forward, and on your exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee down, untuck your left toes, push the top of your left foot down, and on your next inhale, come up, low lunge. Arms up, chest up. Now, we're here for 5 breaths. You keep track of your 5 breaths. After your 5th exhale, shift your hips back so that your left hip comes over your left knee, and sweep your left leg back behind you so you open up to the left for Parigasana. Take your arms wide like a T. First, side bend to the left. Take your left arm down your left leg, reach over to the left. Then inhale, come up, arms wide like a T, shift to the right, lean and reach, take your right hand inside your right shin, stretch your left arm up. Spin your left palm towards your left ear, stretch your left arm all the way over your head. Slide your hips left, turn your chest left. All right, unwind, come back to your lunge shape, hands down. Curl your back toes under, pick your back knee up. Step back to the plank pose. On your inhale, shift forward, drop your knees. On your exhale, take 5 seconds to lower to belly down. Little cobra to big cobra. To the downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Bottom of your third exhale, inhale the left leg straight back and up. Look forward on the exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee down, untuck your right toes, push the top of your right foot down, come up, 5 breaths, low lunge. Sit the front of the right hip down and forward, squeeze your right glutes. After your 5th exhale, shift your hips back, Right hip over the right knee, and then sweep your right foot back behind you. Stretch your arms wide like a T. Side bend right. Right arm down, left arm reaches to the right. Inhale to come up. Side bend left. Clasp your inner left shin. Stretch your right arm straight up in the air. Spin your right palm towards your right ear. Stretch your right arm overhead. Press your hips to the right and turn your chest open to the right. All right, come on down, look down. Touch down, take your right leg back to the lunge, lift up. Step back plank. Last time all together, vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward, lower your knees, exhale to your belly. Little cobra, shoulder blades in back pockets. Keep that action as you come up into the bigger back bend. Downward facing dog. Lower down to your knees. Grab a block or blocks so that you can sit comfortably with a block between your feet. Clasp your hands behind your head. Little mobility work for the upper back. On your next inhale, press your head into your hands, look up, lift your chest like you're doing cow in your upper body. On your exhale, curl in like the cat, elbows together, chin towards your chest. Inhale, come up to neutral. Exhale, side bend to the left. Left elbow down, right elbow up. Inhale, come up to neutral. Exhale, side bend right. Right elbow down, left elbow up. Inhale, come up to neutral. On your exhale, bring your left elbow to your right elbow, twist. Inhale, elbows wide. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your left elbow, twist. Inhale back to the center. Sweep your arms behind you. Clasp your hands behind you with your elbows bent. Place your knuckles right on the back of your pelvis. Then roll your shoulders back. Squeeze your elbows together behind you and bring your head right in line with your spine. Pull your belly back. And now, keeping your elbows bent, pull your knuckles off of the back of your sacrum. All right, release. Come up off your block. Set your block out of the way. Touch down, step back, downward facing dog. Three breaths in the dog. Then inhale your right leg straight back and up. This time on the exhale, turn your hips open to the right. Inhale, spin your pelvis back to the mat, look forward. On the exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee down, untuck your left toes. Push the top of your left foot down, inhale up, low lunge. This time, join your palms together. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger. Squeeze your arms into your ears, lift up through the arms as you sit low in your hips. Take a little side bend to the right. Now inhale, come up. Exhale, release your hands. Take your left hand to the floor and your right hand to the top of your right knee. Push both hands down and rotate, turn to the right. Stretch your right arm up. Reach your right arm back behind you, lean back, twist open. All right, take your right hand down. Curl your back toes under, pick your back knee up. Push off and step back, downward facing dog. Now you get to decide if you want to move through the vinyasa flow, or maybe you need to rest in the child's pose, or maybe you want to just hang tight in the dog. So from here on out, between flows, the reset is up to you. Three breaths in your dog. Bottom of your third exhale, inhale the left leg straight back and up. Exhale, open your hips to the left. Inhale, spin your pelvis down, look forward. Exhale your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee down, untuck your right toes. Come up on the inhale, low lunge. Interlace your hands in your non-dominant clasp. So swap your grip. Should feel weird. It's like you're holding someone else's hand. Then as you squeeze your arms into your ears and lift up, sit low in your right thigh. Let's take this to a side bend to the left. Inhale to come up. Exhale, twist right hand down, left hand to the top of the knee. Turn your ribs from the right to the left. Once you have your torso in rotation, sweep your left arm up. Reach back behind you, lean back, spin open. Look down, take your left hand down, curl your back toes under, pick the back knee up, push off, step back, down dog. Reset in the way that is appropriate for you. Let's lower down to the knees. Once again, sit on a block or blocks between your feet. And this time you need your strap as well. So we've been doing this a lot lately in my classes. I am a little bit obsessed. So shoulder opening with the strap. You'll take the long tail of the strap between your hands, wide like a Y. You want to keep the backs of the wrists long, so don't break at the wrists. Keep all the action in your shoulders and your chest as you start to take your arms back behind you. You'll make a half circle all the way down to the back of your pelvis, and then come back up. If you want it to be harder, you walk your hands closer together. If you want it to be less hard, you walk your hands further apart. When you get to the part that's inevitably sticky, see if you can go slow there so that you're not just blurring through where you need the love. 2 more. All right, when you come up after that second one, Pull more with your left hand than your right hand and side bend to the left. Come up, pull more with the right hand than the left hand, side bend to the right. One more time each way. Side bend left, left arm dominates. Side bend right, right arm dominates. All right, come on up. Set your strap down, hop up off your block. Downward facing dog. Downward facing dog might feel really good after that additional shoulder opening. Three breaths in your dog. Then inhale your right leg straight back and up. Exhale, turn your pelvis to the right. Inhale, bend your right knee, point your toe tips back toward the space behind you. And in one fell swoop, spin down, look forward, exhale your right knee between your hands, pigeon pose. Slide your left leg back to the degree that you can. We're going to stay upright here. So you can come up to your fingertips or you can put your hands on blocks if you feel like you need even more lift or stability. Push the top of your left foot down, squeeze your inner thighs together. And if you can, if you have the stability, walk your hands back a little bit, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open up your chest. From here, fold forward, plant your hands, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee up. Now you're going to step your right foot between your hands into the lunge. Scoot your left foot back, lower your left knee down. Left hand down, right hand to the top of the right knee, twist to the right. This time, instead of taking your right arm up, slice your right arm back toward the back of your mat. And if you want to add the thigh stretch, bend your left knee and reach back for your left foot or ankle. Pull the left heel in, turn your chest. Unwind, plant the hands, curl the back toes under, push off, step back, downward facing dog. Reset through the vinyasa or the child's pose or a strong dog. Three breaths in your dog. Then we'll inhale the left leg straight back and up. Exhale, spin your hips open. Inhale, bend your left knee, reach back. Exhale, look down, look forward, step the left foot between your hands. Oh no, step your left knee between your hands, pigeon. Almost forgot. Slide the right leg back, untuck your right toes. Push your fingertips down or hands on blocks, lift your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to open up and spread through your collarbones. Hug your inner thighs together for stability. Okay, bow forward, plant your hands. Curl your back toes under, pick your back knee up, and then you're going to step your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee down, untuck your right toes. Left hand to the top of the left knee, twist left. Sweep your left arm back behind you, a la Shalabhasana. And then if you want a thigh stretch, bend the right knee and reach back for your right foot or ankle. Push the right hand down, turn your chest to the left. Squeeze that right heel in. Super duper, unwind. Curl the back toes under, pick the back knee up, step back dog. We're gonna come to our backs for a little bit, so if you wanna do a yin yasa before you make your way there, you can work that in. And then come onto your back. Lay down with your knees bent and just chill for a couple of breaths. Press your right ankle over your left knee. Draw your legs in towards you, slide your right arm between your legs, and clasp for the back of the left thigh or the top of the left shin. Settle your shoulders down. As you draw your legs in, push your right ankle away from you against your left knee, and that'll help to bring some tone into the right outer hip. From here, keep your legs in, but slide your hands out from the clasp, and then take your legs all the way over to the left until your right foot lands on the floor and your left outer knee lands on the floor. So you're twisting your figure four. You can catch the top of your right ankle, or I like to catch the top of my left knee, and then put your right shoulder blade down on the floor and stretch your right arm away from your right hip. Now steer your right knee more up toward the ceiling to externally rotate your right hip more. Then from here, we're gonna stay twisting, but pick your right leg up and just set it on your left leg. So you're in a supine twist. You can take your left hand to your outer right knee, hold your legs in place, turn your ribs to the right. Make your way back to your back with your knees bent. Feet on the floor, grab the outer edges of your mat with your hands. Lift your hips up a little bit. Tuck your shoulder blades together underneath you. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Press your feet down. Lift your hips up more. Push your feet away from you. That'll give you a lot of loft in your hips, and your chest comes way up towards your chin. Then you want to keep that extra lift, but drag your heels back without moving them to isometrically tone your hamstrings. Hello, 5 breaths. Bottom of your fifth exhale, lower your hips down, untuck your shoulder blades, release the clasp of your hands. Side two, figure four, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Tip your knees in. Thread your left arm between your legs, clasp the top of your right shin or the back of your right thigh. Drop your shoulders down so the pose is predominantly in the hips. And then pull your right leg in and push your left ankle away. Twist your figure four, so unclasp your hands, slide your legs to the right. Land your right foot on the floor and your left foot on the floor and your right outer leg on the floor, and reach for your front of your left ankle or the top of your right knee. Bring your left shoulder blade to the floor. Stretch your left arm away from your left hip. Then can you spin your left knee more up toward the ceiling? That'll move your thigh bone away from you and externally rotate your hip more. Pick your left leg up, set it on your right leg. Supine twist. Use your right hand on your outer left knee to hold your legs in place and then turn your ribs to the left. Come back to the middle. Bridge pose. Grab the sides of the mat. Press down into your feet, lift your hips, tuck your shoulder blades. Push your feet away from you without moving them and lift your hips up and your chest up. Clasp your hands underneath you. Might have to tuck your shoulder blades a little bit more. Then, keeping your hips up and your chest up, drag your heels back without moving them. Turn your hamstrings on. Release the clasp of your hands, lower your pelvis down, untuck your shoulder blades, separate your feet wide, let your knees knock together. You can roll to one side or rock and roll front to back. Come up to sit. One more time, sit on a block between your feet and grab your strap. The looping of the strap doesn't really matter. You're just going to hold the strap in your right hand. Take your right arm overhead. Bend your right elbow so that the strap comes behind your back, and then reach back with your left hand, grab for the strap. And then you just pull down with the left hand, reach up with the right elbow. If your head is in contact with your right arm, push your head back against your arm to help open up a little bit more. All right, other side. Hold the strap in your left hand, take your left arm up, bend your left elbow, reach back with your right hand, grab for the strap, then pull down with the right hand, reach up with the left elbow. All right. Ditch your strap, come up off your block. Downward facing dog. You could move through a vinyasa if you want to fire things back up a little bit. Then 3 breaths in your dog. Inhale your right leg straight back and up. Exhale, turn your pelvis to the right. Inhale, bend your right knee, reach your right toes back. Spin down, look forward, exhale your right knee between your hands. Pigeon. Okay, so this time, untuck your left toes and grab your 2 blocks. And you're gonna have your blocks under your shoulders so that you can push your arms more straight. I'm not in a super low setting in the hips, so my hips are actually hovering a couple of inches above the mat. That's what we're looking for here. Okay, so then, once you've got your positioning, squeeze your inner thighs together. Loop your shoulders up, back, and down like shoulder blade circles. Lift your chest. Slide your left knee back a little bit more and just flirt with bending the left knee. Point your left toes up toward the ceiling. Take your head back a little bit, like you could get your head and your left toes closer together. Okay, down dog. 3 breaths in your dog. Inhale your left leg straight back and up. Exhale, turn your hips left. Inhale, bend your knee, point your toe tips back. Look forward on the exhale, step your left knee between your hands. Untuck your right toes, slide your right knee back. Upright pigeon. Kapotasana. Take your hands onto your blocks. Push down into the hands to straighten the arms. Find that hovering action in the hips, and you can emphasize that by squeezing your inner thighs together. So pull your inner thighs toward one another. Then do your shoulder blade circles, up, back, and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Lift your chest. I have to scoot my right knee back a little bit more just to get less on the kneecap. And then bend your right knee. Take your head back. All right. Downward facing dog. You could flow between this and the next thing, where we take it all the way to Kapotasana. All right, 3 breaths in your dog. Inhale your right leg straight back and up. Exhale, spin your hips. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, turn your pelvis, pull your right knee between your hands. For this big work, I personally like to support my right hip with something. So I'm gonna grab my blanket, but if you need more lift than your blanket, your block makes a great stabilizer. So with something under your right hip, again, you have that, your hips are hovering a little bit above the floor, but your right hip now on something. This just makes it easier to do this pose, more stable. All right, slide your left knee back a little bit. Bend your left knee. And the kind of intermediary pose is like reach back with your left hand and pull your left heel in. And for some of you, that will be the end of the line. If you feel quite stable and like you want to take it to the next level, grab your strap. Sorry, we should have set this up before we were in the pose, but open up your loop a little bit. Loop your loop around your left foot. And then you can grab for your loop behind you, or the tail of your strap rather behind you, and walk your hands down the strap. Try to bring your elbows in line with your ears. Lift the side waists. Lift the chest. When you've had enough, downward facing dog in between. Got it, guys. Reset in your dog, 3 breaths. Then left side, inhale the left leg up. Exhale to turn. Inhale to bend. Exhale to spin and pull the left knee forward. Slide the right leg back. Stabilize your left hip. Even if you're very open in your hips, I think it's better to bring the floor up to you here so that you're not tipping to the side. It just helps to keep the pelvis even. Okay, slide your right knee back, bend your right knee and do that intermediary step. Reach back with your right hand. Is this even a thing? Thigh stretch in the pigeon. If it's a thing and you want to take it to the next level, then loop your loop around your right foot and use the tail of your strap to hold with both hands. Walk your hands back. Lift your elbows, lift your chest. I used to think that someday I would hold my foot, but I don't think so anymore. I think that ship has sailed. All right, down dog. One last dog cycle if you want it. Ooh, that was louder than I meant it to be. Maybe Zoom muffled it for me. Let's move into a child's pose. All right, team, our next move is seated meditation. So find a good support for your hips. Be even in your sitting bones. Rest your hands on your legs. And lift tall through your spine. This is a tantric meditation that we did with my teacher Teresa when she was in town. And so the first thing to do is to bring your awareness, all your prana, into your head. Feel your head. You might sense the middle point of your brain, which is the seat of the third eye chakra. Brain, head, prana, when realized, when activated, is connected to wisdom, to discernment, to higher knowing. On an exhale of your choosing, slide all of that prana down into the heart center. Heart center, seat of Anahata, the heart chakra. When activated, connected to spirituality, compassion, unconditional love. On an exhale of your choosing, slide, shimmy your prana down into the belly. Deep belly. Manipura chakra. When activated in a positive way, seat of power, self-power, seat of willpower, seat of positive change. Really rest your prana deep in the belly. I want you to keep that tether, that deep low belly tether, and on an inhale of your choosing, slide your prana up the front of your spine. On the exhale, slide it back down into the deep low belly. Do that a couple of times. Keep the tether of the low belly. Inhale, prana brushes up the front spine with the breath. On the exhale, slide it back down the front spine into the deep low belly. The possibility exists that you slide your awareness up a little bit higher each time you inhale. If you feel game to make it even a little bit fuller, longer, keep the tether of the deep low belly. On an inhale, slide your attention all the way up to the center top crown of your head, Sahasrara chakra, and hold. Hold that long thread of prana in the Sushumna Nadi. When you need to release, exhale, back down the front spine, reset in the deep low belly. Try that again. If you're game, inhale up the front spine all the way up to Sahasrara chakra, and then hold. And then maybe your deep low belly tether can actually hold down to the pelvic floor, the tip of the tailbone. Activating, pranagizing the whole central channel. On the exhale, slide prana back down into the pit of the belly, deep low belly. One more time. If you're game, on the inhale, slide prana up all the way to crown chakra. Slide prana down into the tip of the tailbone. Feel that elongating, energizing activation of your central channel of energy. When you need to release, exhale all your prana back into the belly, grounded, rooted in deep belly energy. Let's meet two hands together at heart center. I really enjoyed practicing with you this morning. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Thanks for doing that hard work with me. See you later.